Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Fern and this is Frank. We're two restless retirees doing our very best to see this beautiful world around us, and we want you to join us. If you've been following us, you know that we've just returned from a 3-month stint in beautiful Costa Rica, enjoying the culture, the heat, the beautiful beaches, the nature. It was spectacular. And before we continue going on some more adventures, we're going to share with you this beautiful city that we live in, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the capital of Canada, and we're very proud of it. What they do have and what we want to share with you today are their beautiful bike and walking paths. The city is completely connected by these paths, and we want to share with you our very favorite. Join us.
So as you can see how we're dressed in the Wizard of Oz, we're not in Kansas anymore, so we're back home. It's a little cooler. We're going for our morning walk. We're trying to get back into the routine of being home. So we're going to go for a nice walk here along Britannia Beach Road and show you what that has.
A fun thing we do when we're going for this walk along the trails here on the west end of Ottawa is that they have a lot of trails, and we like to stop in for coffee in Britannia. Which is a little village that's within the city itself.
Yeah,
and so join us for some coffee.
Britannia Coffee House is conveniently located on the bike and walking paths near Britannia Beach on the west end of the city. It's a neighborhood coffee house that is very popular. They also have an adjacent ice cream parlor, and their baked goods are outstanding. And no, they are not sponsoring this video.
Go, Britannia Coffee House.
Cheers.
Now that we're fueled up, let's get going.
Wow, what a beautiful day this is.
Oh, it's gorgeous. So this pathway has a lot to offer because there's just a little side burner here, a little turn, which is Mud Lake Trail. So we're going to cut off this main path and go through the Mud Lake Trail and see what that has to offer. Never been there, so let's go check.
And we're in the middle of flood time,
Yeah,
so
off the Ottawa River.
We may have to take a detour, but let's check it out. Okay?
Didn't bring our mud boots.
Did you know that there are over 2,500 cycle routes in Ottawa, and every one of those cycle routes are pedestrian routes as well? We've chosen to divide this video into two parts. The front end of this video is a pedestrian walking path through Ottawa and through the path that we enjoy walking through. It's near our neighborhood, and so we like to share that with you. The second half of this video is us taking a ride on our bicycles, which we haven't been on in over 2 years, and show you what that is like and share that with you.
Boy, the nature's something out here. Turtles, birds, chickadees, squirrels, chipmunks. I'm sure there's beavers in there somewhere. After all, this is Ottawa.
Yeah, and the bumblebees are out already. It's quite beautiful.
So,
spring has sprung here.
If Canada is in your future in terms of traveling here, Ottawa is a must-see, especially in the springtime. If you're thinking about coming in the springtime, they have the Tulip Festival here, which this year it is May the 12th to the 22nd. So we're only in April the 22nd, so we're going to bring you the Tulip Festival to you. But anyway, that's a great time of year to come. It is tulips, millions of tulips all over the capital.
And I'll put a link in the description below. Find the information, and it is here at the capital in Canada.
Yeah, you'll feel like you're in Holland.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's a wonderful time to come to Canada, and of course all of summer and fall is outstanding as well.
Coming up for a visit? Coming up for a visit? Yes.
Do you think we have food for you?
Coming up for a visit? Yes, you should.
The path along Mud Lake is approximately 3.5 kilometers long. This lake has 17 species of fish. Most known are the northern pike, brown bullhead, and bass.
The Canadian geese, this is definitely the time for them to nest, and I think they're a little bothered that we're a little close to them. Well, they seem to be okay. They know we're not a threat. Not sure if you can see all the turtles right there.
The type of turtles you'll find in Mud Lake are the common snapping turtles, painted turtles, and pond slider.
Check this out. A beaver has been busy to dam the area. Look at this. Can you see this? Isn't that something?
Check that out. That's better than a lumberjack's. Oh my God.
Right off the trail.
Look at that teeth marks. Just carving down like that. Holy moly.
Some of the wildlife you'll find here at Mud Lake are white-tailed deer, red fox, short-tailed weasel beaver, muskrats, porcupines, and groundhogs, just to mention a few, and that is the reason why no dogs are allowed in this protected area.
So if you are a bicyclist, somebody who likes to ride their bike, whether it's an electric bike or a regular bike, Ottawa has tons of bike paths all around the Ottawa River and along the canal, along the Capitol, the Parliament building. It is spectacular and you'll love it. So bring your bikes with you. Well, it looks like we've there's a flooded area here, so can we continue on? We thought we were seeing people turn back, but let's see if we can do so. They have created a bypass. Let's see if we can find the bypass. So it looks like we found the higher ground to get around that flooded area. We're really not supposed to be walking through here, but hopefully they'll forgive us. Well, you guys brought your right type of shoes or boots. Be careful, Grandma. Wow. Very cool. That would be he and she. Do you see them hiding there? There's he. And there is she.
Apparently, if you're a birder, May is the perfect time of year to come to this lake.
Takes us up to the regular pass.
So let's take a look at where we are. You can see all of the trails and paths that are available. So we are right here.
A little further, yeah, around here.
Around here.
This square.
And the Parliament buildings, which is right here. But you can take the path into Quebec and go all... Let's get going. Look at the willow tree already budding like crazy. Wow, beautiful. Let's get going.
One thing that is for sure, the people here of Ottawa are very active people, and Ottawa attracts active people as well. So if you're active, come on down or come on up, depending on where you're located. Well, it's a new day. Welcome back, and today we are going to take a bike ride around Ottawa, or at least do a little bit of... This is our first time bike riding in probably 2 years. So we're in our locker here in our building, and we're just undoing our bikes. So come along with us. So we're going to have, as Frank says, the wobblies, which means we're not going to be very secure on our bikes for the first little while. But we'll get over it. We're going to pump up our tires, make sure they're in good shape. But yeah, our building has a great locker room for bicycles. Very organized. You can tell in Ottawa people like to ride their bikes. There's a lot of bikes and there's more outside. Did you know that Ottawa has over 800 kilometers of multi-use pathways taking you to picturesque waterfalls, parks, and attractions all over the city, as well as plenty of places to eat, drink, and relax?
We're at the Island Park
Bike
bike path.
We're
And
gonna see how far we can ride in, but first of all, you gotta unlock these like Fort Knox in here.
it's the first time we've ever used a bike rack on our car, so it's a learning curve. But once we've got it figured out, we'll be okay. It's a little bit of a learning curve. We find this bike rack. We got this bike rack at Princess Auto, really cheap. And here, I'll take that. And yeah, let me help Frank.
Let's just do a little warm up here for a second. Okay, we need a little adjusting here. Okay, let's go. Frank is a natural on a bike, not me so much. I'm not very sports oriented or very coordinated, so give me some time. Okay, I think I've got the hang of it.
Okay everybody, here we are doing the bike path along the Ottawa River, but we're going to show you how flooded it is. It's actually come over to the bike path, so we've already had to come off the bike path a couple times to walk the bikes around. So yeah, so keep coming along with us. Put on your rain boots and your waders so you don't get wet.
So this is the sort of thing that we're dealing with. So we find we have to go off and veer off the path and go back on.
What a beautiful spring day we're having. I'm really enjoying this ride. I have a feeling I'm hooked. Well, it looks like the Ottawa River has claimed part of the path, the riding path through here. So we're just going to walk our bikes to go around this little flooded area, and we'll continue on the path further on ahead. I believe this entranceway, that underpass that you're seeing, is probably in the area of Wellington West or Parkdale area. And that is a really nice area to go see as well. So if you didn't want to continue on that way, you can just take that underpass and go into the city to where all the commercial shops are and so forth. You might ask yourself, how is biking in Ottawa? And it goes from easy recreational pathways to expert trails and mountain biking. The capital of Canada is an ideal destination for cycling.
If we go over that bridge, we're in this little island here. Look at it.
So if we go over the bridge, we'll go over that island.
No, it just goes over.
And where
to the
did we
island.
come from?
Oh shoot.
We came
All
from
the way
way
from over here.
down there. And where are we going?
I guess over here, as long as the path's open, we're going to go behind the Supreme Court in Parliament, but we'll see if the path is open.
There's the entrance to the War Museum there. Let's give you. And there is the river and Hull, Quebec. Lots to see and do here in Ottawa. So there's Parliament Hill, and we're still on the pathway, and you can see all the tulips here starting to grow. They'll be ready in time.
Well, this is a very popular area. Mill Street Brew Pub is right here, so if you want to stop for some refreshment, it's right here, right in front of you. And it's really popular in the summertime. Well, at a quick glance, it looks like we're at the end of this path, but it does say that we can pick up the path on Wellington Street and continue on. But let's check this out. This is the Royal Canadian Navy Monument. What a beautiful spot this is.
So, what's our plan?
Our plan is that they're under construction. They're redoing the pathway behind Parliament and the Supreme Court and all that.
I think it's getting a little late. I think we should head back.
Yeah, we could head back and maybe like our channel is Java Walk. We're gonna find maybe a nice coffee shop and have a bit of a break and have a Java.
We're here at one of our favorite coffee houses.
Java time.
Hope you enjoyed today's video. Catch us next Sunday and join us on our next adventure. Here's a hint, we're headed east. In the meantime, check our socials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts for daily tidbits. But don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. It's vital for us to grow on YouTube. Till next time, virtual hugs from JavaWalkerWorld.